Once upon a time, in the bustling streets of 19th century England, two humble culinary traditions converged to create a beloved national dish: fish and chips. The potato's journey. The potato, that versatile tuber, made its way to England from the New World in the 17th century, thanks to Sir Walter Raleigh.
Hello there, I'm Sir Walter Raleigh. When I discovered the potato in the New World, I simply had to bring this versatile vegetable back to England.
But here's the twist. The French are credited with inventing the fried potato chip, the birth of fish and chips. In the industrial north of England, Lancashire, chips were a cheap, and the birth of fish and chips. In the industrial north of England, Lancashire, chips were a cheap and hearty staple. Meanwhile, fried fish made its debut in London's East End. Charles Dickens even mentioned a fried fish warehouse in his novel, Oliver Twist.
I'm Charles Dickens. Around the time I wrote my fantastic sellout Oliver Twist, fried fish and chips were everywhere around London. The people seemed to love this new national delicacy. I simply had to cover this in Oliver Twist's story, as it reflected the people of the time.
Hinting at the emerging trend. The populace quickly realised that combining these crispy delights was a match made in culinary heaven. Voila! Fish and chips were born. The first fish and chip shop. In the north, around 1863, Mr. Lees opened the first fish and chip shop in Mossley, Lancashire. His wooden hut in the market served up this iconic duo. Across the country in London, Joseph Malin, a Jewish immigrant, set up shop on Cleveland Way in the 1860s. His fish and chip joint was within earshot of Bow Bells, making it a melodious experience for hungry patrons. Fueling the Industrial Revolution, fish and chips became essential sustenance for the growing industrial population. Steam-powered trawlers brought fish from the North Atlantic, Iceland and Greenland. Steam railways distributed this crispy goodness far and wide. War and rationing. During World War II, fish and chips remained unrationed, providing comfort during challenging times.
In the corner of a cosy British pub nestled amidst the chaos of wartime London, I sat here, my eyes weary from the day's work at the munitions factory. The air smelled of wood smoke, beer, and something distinctly British, the unmistakable aroma of frying fish and chips. Fish and chips, unrationed, unyielding in its simplicity, beckoned to me. I had heard tales of other countries where food was scarce, where families went hungry, but here, in this little corner of defiance, fish and chips remained untouched by the rationing government. My fork pierced the golden crust, revealing tender white flesh within. I closed my eyes, savouring the taste. The salt, the crunch, the memory of simpler times. The war might have stolen my husband, but it hadn't taken fish and chips from me. I savoured each bite, grateful for this small rebellion against scarcity. Fish and chips, I whispered to myself, are unsung heroes. They say fish and chips kept our spirits high during the war.
Queues at chip shops stretched for hours when word got out that fresh fish was available. Yorkshire's crispy crown. Fast forward to today, and Yorkshire boasts some of the finest fish and chips in the land. Drake's in York, with its local ingredients and British-reared beef dripping, is a must-visit. The Magpie Cafe in Whitby, housed in a historic black and white building, serves up seafood delights by the sea. And don't miss the Bearded Sailor in Leeds, where responsibly sourced haddock meets top-quality spuds. The Wetherby Whaler across West Yorkshire in Leeds and Wakefield boasts over 6 of Yorkshire's finest fish and chips restaurants. So next time you savour those golden, crispy morsels, remember the rich history behind Britain's favourite takeaway. Don't forget to subscribe to the Yorkshire Food Explorer. I'll soon be back with more great food history.